Astronomers with the European Southern Observatory have announced the discovery of a brand new planet outside of our solar system, orbiting the star Proxima Centauri. That is our closest galactic neighbor, just 4 light years away. This new planet appears to be about the size of the Earth and orbits its star in the habitable zone, which is the region around a star where liquid water can potentially exist on the surface of a planet. But don't pack your bags quite yet for a vacation. 4 light years is about 25 trillion miles. And if you were to hitch a ride on one of our fastest space probes, New Horizons, which is traveling at about 36,000 miles per hour, it would take you about 80,000 years to reach the planet. Let's talk about Proxima Centauri just a little bit. It is a small red dwarf star about 1/8 the size of our own sun and orbits in a triple stellar system. You've got Alpha Centauri, which is 2 stars that orbit each other in a tight binary, and then about 1/4 of a light year away, you've got this small red dwarf star orbiting the whole thing. Now, the fact that Proxima Centauri is a red dwarf poses some challenges for any potential life on this newly discovered planet. Because the star is so dim, that habitable zone where liquid water can exist is really close to the star. And whenever you put a small planet next to a big star and have that planet orbit really close, that planet gets tidally locked, which means it always shows the same face in the direction of that star. This is what happened to our own solar system with Mercury, and this is what happened to the moon around the Earth. That means this planet, on one side the sun never sets and is constantly baked, and on the other side is locked in permanent darkness and it'll be very cold, perhaps so cold that any atmosphere or water will simply freeze out. Also, red dwarf stars are incredibly unstable. They have very large star spots, which can reduce the brightness of the star by up to 40% over the course of a few months, and they have very complex magnetic fields, which means they sometimes send off incredibly powerful flares or solar storms through their system, potentially hazardous for any life that might sit on that planet. But even though life may not exist on this planet, it's still very important to realize that planets are so common in our galaxy that we've identified one in the habitable zone of our very nearest neighbor. This has been Science Now, and I am and will continue to be Paul Sutter, COSI's very own chief scientist. See you next time.